Action. Okay. Daniel McLaughlin, Enhanced Websites.
So this is my presentation on Enhanced Websites. It's going to be a bit different rather than doing 3 that I really like, doing 2 that I really like, 1 that I really hate, showing the differences between them, what really makes a website bad or good. Might not necessarily be the things that you think they would do that. So the first website I picked is called XKCD. It's a webcomic designed mathematicians and programmers, fairly high level, fairly ridiculous, but generally fun. Not a massive amount of content in it. It's updated 3 times a week with these comics. However, it's very, very cleanly written, very well structured, very minimal design, and just the overall package really, really works. I've got it up. As you see, it's a webcomic of romance, sarcasm, math, and language. So they've got various different subjects. But overall, I think it's very well maintained. There's no ounce of fat on it. It's very, very lean if you look at the structure itself. If you look at a lot of websites, especially companies that will custom build templates that are then given out to other people to build websites from, it's generally filled up with a lot of unnecessary markup. Whereas this, it's all hand built by the creator. Very, very simple, clean, and just generally works very, very well. In complete contrast, we have The Escapist magazine. As you can see already, very busy. Just nothing really stands out because it's trying to throw far too much at you. The way they've got their code running together, it never fits in together properly. You're all used to having adverts and being able to get videos on YouTube, etc. Yeah? You'll click a play, and the ad will play, and then the video will play. On this website, the video will begin to play. About 30 seconds in, the page will refresh, and then you'll get this massive pop-up, really bright colours. Then the advert will start playing. It will mute your existing video, reset your existing video, then will offer you ways that you would normally expect to get around advertising, like a close icon, you do that. It would then play the first 30 second video and then force you back into the advertisement. So the way the site has been set up, the way it interacts with itself, interacts with its ads, it's just very badly managed. And then my last one, my personal favourite website ever, and I'll show you. This is from a Dutch design company doing similar things that my company does. This is a showcase website. It's basically look what we can do without using JavaScript. This is just written in CSS. A little bit of fun, interesting, it sticks in your mind, and I'll show you how it works. So Cookie Belly. It has sound as well, but I don't think we'll be able to get that through.
Oh, yeah.
But you've got a minute to do surgery of a toy rabbit. As you see, they've named him Fred. Then he's cut him open. If you do it in the wrong place, you'll cut him, he'll die. And then you it's a bit fiddly. As you see, I'm not going to get done. But the way it's built, the tools that it's used, very, very bleeding edge. Very innovative. As you can see, you can play around, you can email around to friends, and it's done using not JavaScript, it's all done using CSS and transitions and animations using that way. And I think as a showcase, it's fantastic. It's a standalone website, it's fun, it's interactive, it really sticks in your mind. I came across this 4 years ago, and it was 3 days ago that I dug it out to put back into this presentation. It's still stuck in my mind as, right, that's a great website to show something. Fantastic. Has anyone got any questions?
questions at all?
You can play with the rabbit, yeah, of course.
Markup. Does everyone know what markup? Some will I know. Others. Does everybody know?
Design and coding.
Yeah. Did you know that? Okay. That's what I was wondering. Yeah, I was interested. So absolutely no questions. No?
Fantastic.
I thought it was good. Yeah, I thought. That's why I queried. Does everyone know what markup is? That really interesting presentation. And maybe to begin with, you use terms that maybe not everyone knew, like markup. This is like a coder's sort of term, isn't it? And maybe because it's a mixed group, that some would have understood it, but others not. Maybe could have sort of made it clearer earlier. I know you went on to explain. Code, type of code. So that's good. Thanks.
I liked that you picked websites that you liked or didn't like the way they were because of the way they are. They work in the background and that sort of stuff rather than just how they look.
Yeah.
Because I've done it with my presentation where I just pick ones that look nice. I have no clue how they work, but not that nice, but you see them. Yeah. But
No, it's quite a
like obviously the first one did the most visually stunning website, but like because you know all this sort of stuff, you know it works really well. It's updated and maintained, which is probably more important, I guess, than what it looks like as long as it gets updated.
No, it is because he's talking about it from a coding point of view. When you talk about his clean code, that's what I was asking. Is everyone? I knew some people won't know what you mean, but he's talking, about how well the code is written. The other side that he showed you where everything's overlapping. And this is a chaotic code writing, isn't it?
It's either where they've got separate teams of developers or different freelancers or people who don't really have an idea of what they're doing.
Yeah.
It's just
Frankenstein monster code.
yeah, it's
I thought it was good the way you showed it.
from other people and they haven't got the timing right, which is very important.
And that's what is in the code, isn't it? This happens at a certain point. And that's what in the other session we'll start looking into, like the underpinning coding, how it works. Not just graphic. I know it's like main interest at the moment, but it's how with code you can create clean graphics and clean sort of impression. Because that second side looks a real mess.
Yeah, well, I'll bring it up again. I'll bring up a video and give you an example of what I mean. So if you can see, look,
you've got to ask yourself, in terms of communication, and that's what it's all about, is that any good or not? I mean, because there's no hierarchy, is there, for information? Everything is just presented to you. Imagine being in a car or...
If I went on that, I'd
be
straight
lost.
away. I mean,
It's just like
the content on it is really good.
Content's good, but it's not
Sure
full.
it is,
It's hard to find.
Obviously, well, you can find it and you know what you're doing, you find it, but it's just the fact that it looks like that. As I said, if it looks like that,
But exactly. The content may be excellent, that's the irony, but the form will stop you reaching that excellent content. That's why you have design, to make access to the content as transparent, as intuitive as possible. I mean, what's going on here?
Has that been zoomed in, or is it actually always like that?
No, that's where someone's gone to a playtime in code and they've done it wrong.
See, what would be really interesting, maybe on another session, to get Text Wrangler and open it up and just sort of see what that looks like, to see bad practice and good.
So that was right click and that went into it.
Because obviously the assets for this could be really good, they probably are. All the bits it's the way that they're presented, that actually stop you, wouldn't it, wanting to go any further, or could you go any further? And bearing in mind now that we've already covered that, but the sort of click rate is so fast now, people get impatient so quickly, they'll go on to something else. When you're in the area of presentation and trying to close a sale or call to action, unless you're finally getting that final click or whatever, then it's nothing's worked really. That's what you've got to think about your own presentation slides. What is it you want the audience to go to? Is it to look at your photographs, or is it to go to your blog? I mean, what do you consider to be a call to action? Or a conversion, in other words? Go on, sorry.
So I was going to show you how sort of the video works. So load it up in its own modal as expected on some sides. watch the volume controls as well. So you can watch it start to buffer itself. We'll start playing.
Should we get the big speakers on? Yeah, I would have thought. I'll do that, come on.
It's only back here that you get adverts. They're going to get it. And now we get the advert.
That must be irritating.
Close the advert. Then have to relaunch the video, just rebuffer, and then it will decide if it wants to try and give you the advert again.
So if we bad coding, it's really put, it's a real barrier, isn't it? It's awful. Yeah.
So you can see it's muted the video as well to make way for the sound of the advert, and it then doesn't unmute it when it finishes. So fixes pieces like that.
And that's in code as well, isn't it?
Yeah, but they've sort of done it and then they haven't thought, I know when we close down we won't rescind our changes to make it easier for the user.
Yeah.
Is this quite a popular website like, in terms of, do a lot of people go to it?
Yeah,
Do a lot of people know that it's rubbish? Like,
Yeah.
Do you reckon that's why it's still rubbish, because they know people know it's that? So it's like a little niche to get people to go to it anyway.
I don't think so. I think it's just. I don't
The
think
thing
it's
is,
sort of
if it's-
maliciously bad.
if it is a
I think
little
it's
niche-
competently bad.
Yeah, I have done it, but it's
And they don't entirely know what they're doing.
sort it out.
If it's a little niche thing, they're going for that lo-fi, grungy kind of slightly haphazard. It's still bad because every magazine, I suppose it should be a big magazine. I mean, Logan started off, my mate started it up. It's a really kind of small, niche, narrow. But then, you know, you always want a big success, don't you? And that will stop you becoming, I think, attention.
I don't use most of the site now. I will Google the content I want and go straight into the site from Google rather than go into the site and through it. Yeah, it looks like it's not going to chance any more adverts.
Okay.
Yeah, you can see how just badly it was done. Rather than kick off with the advert, it used to be a lot better. But someone's come in and that great idea again, sort of really messed up.
What is that for? What is the escapist? What's its sort of target group?
Geeks and gamers, really.
Oh, right.
There's this guy Yasu Yukasho, he tears the shit out of games just because he can. All his
You need
comparisons.
to explain that, maybe.
He's humorously malicious towards video games. So a brand new AAA title will come out and you'll find every single, not plot hole, but almost ridiculous point, and then you'll just tear into it. Like he's got a real thing against what he calls chest-high shooters, like Gears of War, where the characters are sort of incredibly thick and really well built, and they just hug Star Wars, and he talks about them having relationships with them and sort of references on videos and it. You kind of have to start getting into it to really get quite a bit. But another one was called I Hit It With My Axe, and it was a group of porn stars playing Dungeons and Dragons. So it's that kind of irrelevant content, but humorous. But yeah, I thought maybe I did show you a bad website. It was